my documentary, again, take one, sure.
My name's Gavin O'Connor.
My name is Jacob O'Connor. We're filming today for a documentary I'm making about my father, about how he drops all this crazy stuff on me all of the time without warning.
Yeah, so I'm married to Vicky, have done now for 24 years. We have 4 children in total. We've got our eldest daughter, who's Grace, she's 23. Then we've got our son Jacob, who's very nearly 21. And then we've got Casper, he is 17. And then we've got Aisha, who is 7. And the boss of the family is the 7-year-old. It's a television program called Wanted Down Under, and it's where they take families from the UK and place them in Australia for a week and see whether they like it and see whether they want to move.
If escaping the British climate could dramatically improve your health, you'd be sorely tempted to leave for sunnier shores.
And we, out of 25,000 applicants, got to be one of the about 12 families that got to go over for the season.
And they did a week's filming with us in the UK. You know, day-to-day things like taking children to school, what we do at the weekends, etc. And then they flew us out to Adelaide, where we spent a week filming. They tend to have quite a good crew set up, so we're arriving at the airport and there's sort of 4 or 5 people, you know, with a camera and whatever, and sort of trying to keep everything clear so we can walk through and they could film us. Yeah, very, very surreal.
Makes you sort of think, what the f going on?
Got a job at a company who basically makes cars. It's like a car manufacturing company, but they class them as kit cars. It is where you take a older vehicle, you take it apart, and you put all these older parts onto a new chassis and body. Because of being a qualified mechanic, my job was to build these cars, test these cars so they're ready to go through the approvals to be registered onto the roads. I did a few test laps with these vehicles. I had, remember this particular gentleman sitting into a 2-seater cars and said, right, show me what this car can do. And showed him a couple of laps and he said, I'll come in. And because we all had crash helmets on, I didn't know who he was. Yeah, he just seemed a very nice gentleman. And anyway, he introduced himself to me as Sterling Moss, which at the time is quite a well-known racing driver. And he gave me some hints on sort of doing the laps better. So I worked with him, got my track licence. I ended up getting my track licence before I got my full driving licence, because in the UK you can't get your driving licence until you're 18. I always remember a couple of little hints he always told me was, look at the track, but more importantly, always look at the crowd. Because you're in the uniform, you're there to protect, you're there to serve.
The fire story that my dad told me about, where he ran into a burning building, saved a bunch of people, that shocked me.
It's August. Why would somebody have a fire going? Because all you could see was like smoke coming out, like a chimney. And there's opposite the railway station is this old sort of pub that's 3 stories high. And the middle story, there's flames coming out of the window. There's, you know, it was a mess. The landlady of the pub, who says, I think my 3 children are upstairs. Went into every room, found the kids' room, they weren't in there. Found another room, found 3 people in there that obviously they didn't tell us were in there, and sort of 2 of them could get out on their own, one I sort of drag out. I thought I'll get them out, then I'll go back in, and then it was sort of too much, and the fire brigade had turned up then. But by the time I got down, the kids had reunited themselves with their parents, so that was good.
Initially, when I found out that my husband had run into a burning building and saved numerous people, I felt incredibly proud, but it was very, very quickly followed with, don't ever do that again.
When I look at him now, I just can't imagine something like that happening, on him being in that position.
Got this other bloke out, and yeah, the landlady says, "Oh, I don't suppose you know if the cat got out, do you?" And I said, "Oh yeah, I can guarantee the cat got out, because on my way down, because it was so smoky, I ended up kicking the cat down the stairs. It made a bit of a noise as it sort of tumbled down the stairs."
My dad means the absolute world to me. Nothing that is happening right now in my life would be possible if he didn't work his absolute butt off at his 7,000 jobs throughout his life.
I mean, end of the day, we've got a 7-year-old, and yeah, we're responsible for her until she's 18. I probably will go back to work, so I'd need something, whether it be a full-time, part-time. And I suppose it's just one of those things, I'll just throw it out there and see, you know, what's what. I don't know, to be honest, exactly what I want to do in the future. I will look for opportunities, and to be honest, everything that's happened up to this date, other than the move to Australia, none of it was really planned. It was just opportunities presented themselves and you took them, or you didn't take them. Any opportunity that is presented your way, look into it, because you could have 2, 3, 4 opportunities. Some might not work out, some are like, actually, you know what, that is me, that will work.
Just talk to people, you know? Find out something about someone, find out that weird fact, will bring you closer. Cut.